looking sweet. Look at this outfit, man. I love this. He's all gillied up and ready to go. He's got a shotgun, his machine gun, or assault rifle for all those out there. Assault rifle, to have a little fun, man, and destroy some people, baby. And that's what this is all about today. It's a tips and tricks video to help your gameplay get better, baby. And in case a lot of you didn't know this, the new Call of Duty is running on a brand new operating system. That's right. So, if you were playing the game going, it feels a little bit different. It feels a little bit funny. And you're saying to yourself, why does it feel this way? It's because it's a brand new operating system, baby. We've been crying and begging, oh, please, give us a new system. Well, in order to have these 100 versus 100s and 60 versus 60s, they had to come up with something, and they finally did. Brand new operation system. Now, with the brand new system, means there's some things that are a little bit different, and the things that are a little bit different could affect your gameplay. So if you're having a bad time and people are sneaking up on you, and people are shooting you from distances and you can't see them anywhere, well, this may help you figure this out. So sit back, oh yeah, grab yourself a Coca-Cola, baby, and get ready to do some tips and tricks with the JAXDOG. First thing you want to do, boys and girls, you want to press your upper right start button. That's right, boom. You want to go to the section here, press start, and you want to go to your options menu. That's the first thing you want to do. Go into your core control setup. Set up the controls the best way that fits you. I like mine standard just the way it is, unless I have a scuff system, and then I set it up a slight bit different. Right here, horizontal stick sensitivity. This is the one that helps you when you're locking on a target. A guy runs into the room, right? He runs around you, and you try to aim down on this guy. Now, if you're having a hard time spinning around and catching this guy, it might have a lot to do with the horizontal sensitivity, okay? And the vertical sensitivity. So one of them's going to control you looking up and seeing a guy up inside of a, let's say, a building, right? A couple stories up, you looking up, or you looking down, looking downward to say the guy's down in a canyon or something like that. So that up-down looking has a lot to do with the speed settings that you have for this. So, if you find yourself spinning too fast, then you need to turn this number down. If you find that you could actually operate the controls and spin quick and catch people easier, then turn it up. The goal is to turn it up to the highest speed that you could possibly work at without compromising your visuals, because the faster you have these set at, the quicker you're going to be able to turn on people and destroy them, baby. Right now, with this new operation system, I got mine kind of set low on 4 to start with. But as I get into sniping, I want to definitely turn that number way up. But right now, 4 is just the start, And what I'll do is I'll do some custom matches. The best way to get good at this game is to understand the maps. As you know, these maps are absolutely huge. That's me being nice. Some of these maps are absolutely huge and horrifying. Maybe that's just because we haven't gotten used to it, but I don't know. It seems like we got some big maps, man, with a small amount of people playing. But hey, you know what? I'm here to overcome. That's right, baby. Calm down, overcome the things in this game so that I can enjoy this game. I've enjoyed Call of Duty for over 10, 11 years now, boys and girls. The JAXDOG loves it. Look forward to it every single year. So you know what? I'm going to learn how to adapt to this game, and I'm going to learn how to make this game work for the JAXDOG so the JAXDOG can slaughter. That's right. Right now I'm having some issues. Not too bad, I get around 10 kills, 15 kills on average, but I would like to see more like 20 and 30 kills, So in order to do that, I need to make some adjustments to my game and learn the maps a little bit better. Okay, so again, options is going to help you do a lot of things besides map knowledge. So moving down here to the ADS sensitivity. All right, now I prefer mine set at 0.80. And again, that is just like I said, it's more the fine tuning of the ADS. You're looking down that gun, okay? So one is your whole body turning. That's the horizontal stick sensitivity. That's your body turning, okay? ADS is you looking down your gun, looking down your sights fast, okay? So if you're a sniper, you're going to set it up one way versus maybe a shotgun player. Me, since I kind of like to use all three, I got mine sort of set for anything I happen to grab. Maybe I'm feeling like a sniper. Maybe someone's driving me crazy and they're sniping everyone at a distance. That JAXDOG's going to grab a sniper weapon. But if I got all this sets only for sniping only, then it's going to be kind of hard to change, since I kind of like to be an all-around player and not just a sniper. Some people are just snipers, and that's cool. Cool for you, baby. JAXDOG's all for you, man. Some people happen to be more campy. Cool for you, baby. If that's the way you play it, the JAXDOG will find and kill you anyway. That's right, baby. I don't let that stuff bother me, but I do like to troll. The JAXDOG loves trolling. All right, so if you don't check your corners, well, that's on you, baby. All right, the next thing you want to do, so that's why it's good to check your corners, and that's why you want your sensitivities set just right. Then the next thing is aim response curve type, okay? This is really unique. So this is stuff that we've never had before in Call of Duty. We've never had this opportunity to set your ADS up a certain way, okay? So aim response curve type, standard simple power curve map from aim stick to aim rate. Okay, then linear is aim stick map directly to aim rate. I'll explain all this real quick. Reverse, so this dynamic is reverse S curve mapping for fine aiming rate control. Okay, so let's just knock this down. Let's bring this down a few notches, maybe explain it real simple. It goes like this, okay? If you're a person that likes to run around and gun people, right, then standard is more than likely going to be one that you're going to like, okay? However, if you're someone that likes to run around inside of buildings and maybe you like to lock buildings down and that type of play, then dynamic is definitely going to be the way for you to go, because in case you didn't know this, these guns have a built-in, I don't know, little cheat in a weird way. So like if someone walks by and I'm looking at him looking down through my scope and I spot someone off at a distance and I drag my scope over their body, it slowly locks onto them. You'll feel it tug, right? So however you set this thing up determines how it tugs. So if you're a sniper rifle, if you're a sniper and you're wanting to shoot people at long distance, then you're going to want the linear setup. Okay, that way when you drag your scope across someone way off, you may not even see this guy, but your scope will pick them up and it'll slow your speed down just a touch and you'll feel a pull. That little pull tells you somebody's there, baby. Maybe they got cold-blooded on. You can't see their name, but that's them, man, and it gives them away every time. So now if you're running around standard, well, that's for someone that's just like, you're not sniping, maybe you're using your assault rifle, you're sort of running around the map, and it kind of gives you the best feel for everyday play. But if you're someone that likes to lock buildings down or camp, definitely dynamic for you, because you can literally take your gun in slow motion, looking around the room, aiming it, and you might pick up someone through a wall. It's very possible, baby. A lot of this stuff can be tested and checked again. You can check all this stuff against the bots. So you can play against the bots anytime you want and set up your own gameplay and make sure that you got this set the way it fits your playstyle, baby. Control vibration, I got it enabled only because I have run across one of the Call of Duties a long time ago when they were all jumping around and zipping all over the place, and someone kept shooting me in the back and I didn't even know I was dying. I didn't know I was getting shot, because I didn't have this turned on. Since I didn't have it turned on, I never knew when I was being shot other than when I was dying, It's like I see my screen turn red. It's like freaking me out. But when you turn that on, you know when someone's thumped you. So it's like an easier way for me to tell, okay? Now, of course, there's other setups. You could have it like where your screen glows yellow every time. You can set up that particular... what is it? It's like one of the options you can enable your character. When someone looks down sight, you'll actually see yellow on your screen. Well, that's just when someone's looking at you. But when I get hit by a bullet, it's good to know if someone's shooting at me, because sometimes it takes 2 or 3 bullets, right? I get shot once, my thing buzzes, it lets me know, get the hell out of the way, baby. Jump down, move, do something, right? All right, then the other thing is aim assist. Aim assist is kind of what I was talking about up here at the ADS, okay? Aim assist, every one of the Call of Duty games has aim assist, okay? This aim assist is based upon your playstyle. Again, All right, you don't want it disabled. You want at least standard, which is the way I go, because that's more of a traditional aim down, look down type of thing. So again, remember when I was explaining that drag feeling? This is all in this. If you're someone that's out there sniping, you're going to want either precision or focusing. If you're someone running around, you might want more of a focusing standard, you know. However, I still think standard is probably one of the best for people that actually run around a lot. I think precision and focusing are really for those guys who like to snipe from distances using different types of weapons. I think that one of them happens to be stronger than the other one depending on your skill level. So if you're really good, you might go straight to focusing or precision depending on your gameplay. And then the other thing is that I had to change is weapon mount activation. Oh my gosh, I hate this. The JAXDOG did not like this at all. So what happens is basically, let's say I'm running by a box. I learned in Call of Duty, I use everything to the JAXDOG's advantage. That's right, man. If there's a box in front of me and I'm engaged in fighting you, I'm running sideways while I'm shooting at you, trying to get behind the box, getting between me and you with the box so that I have like a head glitch in a way, and you have less places to shoot my body, all right? Now, the problem is with weapon mount activation, when this thing is activated, you run by a desk or a wall, the damn thing in the heat of battle will stick itself to the desk or the wall. And basically, all of a sudden, you're stuck to the desk or the wall, and this guy runs by you and slays you, okay? That is why the JAXDOG does not like this at all. So I disabled it so that it will not do this at all. I don't want it. I don't like it. It ain't my type of game. Now, maybe if you're a big LMGer and you don't want to move around much, then you're probably going to love that, but not for the JAXDOG. I like to be moving, man. I kill more people hip firing, running close to them than I do trying to kill people from a long distance. So that's why I particularly don't like that. It's a great thing for some people, but not for the JAXDOG. And so I got it disabled, weapon mount, movement, exit, disabled. So I just don't want any part of it. Aim down sight behavior. I like mine on hold. The other way is you can use your thumbstick. It only holds for a few moments. I prefer this way versus the toggle. Equipment behavior. That's another one that I like. Press and hold to cook your lethal equipment just like the traditional way. All right, toggle gives you a little bit different response, and it's not the way I usually play it. So I prefer this way. Use of reload behavior. So this is one I actually changed. This is you tap to reload, which is normal the way you've always played Call of Duty, but this is the one that is totally different. This is something they've added. So this is depleted ammo weapon switch. So what happens is if you run out of ammo, instead of switching guns, having to think about switching guns, it will automatically switch guns for you. I kind of like that. So if like I'm in the middle of a battle and firing down in this guy and all of a sudden I run out of ammo, whoop, I instantly will switch. It could give me my kill. So I've tried this one and I think it's a super plus. So that's one of my favorite ones and I love it, okay? Slide behavior, I kind of like it the way it's always been, but you can manipulate it to slide differently. You could slide longer, you just got to set it up the way you want to. Video camera recentered, I've already got that enabled, so it's always recentering itself no matter where I am. Especially for if you like to do videos, you want to upload some videos, you want to be playing, you want to keep yourself centered in your videos as you're doing it. So if you happen to have a YouTube channel such as the JAXDOG, then you might try that. Next thing is let's go to the general category. All right, there is one in here that is there's a couple that are absolutely crucial to your gameplay, okay? This is one of them, okay? Brightness. Everyone needs to set up the brightness the way you like it. If you set the brightness too high, okay, it can wash the characters out just as bad as if you got it too low and guys are literally invisible in the shadows, right? So you got to find that happy medium. This is like the brightest I've ever had to play a Call of Duty because, man, there are so many dark spots, especially at distance, So as you can tell, my middle one says barely visible. No, it's pretty visible. When I put it down to barely visible, I couldn't see crap. but I do have some old JAXDOG eyes. I ain't no young snuffin', you know. So for me, this seems like the best for the moment. If I get too much washout, then I'll darken it. Again, I just set these up like a day or so ago, so I haven't really had a chance to enjoy all the aspects of my setups, especially when you make this many changes. So some things I'm going to have to go back and fine tune. Now, this is one of the most crucial things in the game. If you find yourself getting slaughtered and you don't know how they're killing you, and you can't see these guys at a distance, and they always see you but you never see them, it could have a lot to do with your TV too. If your TV is real big and the JAXDOG got himself a brand new TV, or if you've got a monitor, of course monitors are the best, but you have to play with what you got. The JAXDOG got himself a nice TV this year, and the size of the TV is bigger than what I'm used to playing on. Refresher rate's fine on my TV, but my eyes have to see a much larger surface. Okay, so instead of seeing a smaller monitor makes your eyes, it's much easier in your eyes and easier to focus on someone than when you got a large TV. So the larger the TV you get, the more pixelation you're going to have, the more fuzz you could get too as you get larger and larger. Film grain has a lot to do with the feed that they're sending us. Okay, so the feed at which the rate the Call of Duty happens to be sending is very much related to this film grain. So I got mine set at 0 so that I can see everybody. I don't want to see it grainy at all. Some people like that. It makes them feel, oh, all goosey inside. I don't know why. You think you want to see it super clear. I want to see it clear, so that's why I set it this way. Tool tips. Well, I got this on just because this game is still absolutely brand new. There's some games I have not played yet, just in case there's like some tip to do something I want to know. So until I've played for a little while, I'll keep that on. I got subtitles disabled because I don't need them. English. Okay, colorblind. This affects a lot of people and they don't even realize it. You need to kind of go through this and see which way best suits your eyes. You know, I have just a slight. Everyone sees colors differently. That's the first thing you need to know. You need to know which setup works the best for you. It'll also help you spot people at a distance. So there's colored blind type. And then there's target. See, there's type and target. All right, all these are fine-tuning methods to help you to see better color, because this Call of Duty is a little washed out in some ways, and slight changes can make a big difference. So for me, this is the way that I can see the best versus this one. See, there's a couple, but I see this one the best. All right, I went down here, I got exactly the same set. They're all the same. Okay, so this is my best way of seeing it. I can see the MW perfect in each one of those. This is something I disabled because motion blur is like you driving in your car. All right, if you're in your car and you're going down the road at say 60 miles an hour, you look out your front windshield, you see the picture on the left. Okay, notice that it's nice and clear. You can see right in front of you and all that. But if you take a look to the left, all of a sudden it's blurry because of the speed of the objects moving by you. All right, so they're saying, okay, if you're running or whatever, say I'm running, they blur it a little bit. All right, if I'm sliding, they're going to blur my peripheral vision just slightly. Okay, also with your weapon. So we're going to talk about world motion. That is your movement. Okay, you jumping, moving, and all those things are directly related. Weapon motion blur happens to be your gun itself. So if you turn your gun, let's say you got your speed turned up really fast and you're a sniper, right? And someone tries to sneak up on you and you spin on those guys, you don't want that to be all blurry, because what if there happens to be a target out there as you're spinning? If you got a good eyesight, you might miss that guy on the left. Maybe that guy on the left hasn't seen you while you're spinning to kill the guy behind you, but you completely missed the guy hidden on the left. This is why you want this disabled. Truthfully, isn't going to make your gameplay better by blurring your vision. I don't know why they think that's a good thing, but I'm like, no, not for the JAXDOG, baby. Text chat, I don't want anyone texting me while I'm playing the game. profanity filter? Hey, man. It ain't bothering me, baby. If I'm trolling you, I want to hear it. I like to hear you crying like a baby when I whoop on you. And gore effect, well, this is up to you. You know, if you're a young one under the age of blah 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 blah, then no blood and gore for you. If you're an adult and that doesn't bother you, then blood and gore, baby. It's just up to your personality. All right, so that's my general setup. Audio, well, that's sort of, again, kind of up to you. I got mine in home theater. I got my master volume set up at 100. Music volume, I can't stand to hear the music while I got talking to my friends, so I turn it way down. I mean, you know, if they had some killer music, that'd be different, but they don't, you know, so I get that turned way down. Dialogue volumes turned up. Now, the only time I change this is if I run across problems while I'm videotaping and I find that maybe someone's mic is way too high, so I might go in here real quick and I might dial their mic down a little bit so they're not overpowering everybody in the chat. Okay, effects volume, you want that loud because that's like crunching and sticks and footprints and people walking and or running. Juggernaut, forget that. I don't need to hear any music from the Juggernaut. Hit marker sound effects, I still like to know if someone shoots a shot near me, I want to hear that. Oh, I heard a bullet go by. You know, so you take that off, you won't hear that bullet go by. So I want it set at that. Everything from this point down is more or less should be used. You should only mess with this stuff if, in fact, you're like doing videos. Other than that, you should probably leave this stuff alone. This is really what that's for. You know how to destroy. JAXDOG out.